Hello, everyone on YouTube. It's MusicTherapyLaz here with my sidekick, Roxy. Happy first Monday of 2021. Exciting. I'm excited. I hope you guys are too. Got my new little setup here with my Logitech C922 video cam, webcam, or whatever. And I'm trying to figure out some positioning here and there with it. I want to be able to see the chat over here to my right, but at the same time see you all, there, and or have you guys see me here. That makes sense. Let me go big screen on this thing over here. And Roxy, of course, is going to go right for the keyboard. Come here, Roxy. Come here. So I really love how this camera has really great definition. It's a 1080p HD camera. I'm going 720p into the pixels, is what the P's are all about. Into the StreamYard, as you can see, the little duck thing of the duck thing right there. So that's StreamYard. So that's the streaming service I'm using into YouTube. I could probably just video right to YouTube, but I want to be able to bring on guests, and so we're going to try to get more of that this year. Of course, and more music this year. I'm wearing, by the way, what the knuckleheads in Canada or Kanakistan or wherever that place is up north of America, they call this a toque. So this like snow hat thing apparently is called a toque, which I think is really funny. I learned this last night on was it last night? Was it last night? It must have been last night. Last night was Sunday, right? Yeah, last night on Ben Coon's show, the Community Hang Show, we were talking about the toque, and then I told him there's this song that they sing in Peru that I guess is a Latin kind of Christmas song about a little donkey, something about a burrito, and the song is the Tuki Tuki song is what I call it. We were dancing around during Christmas singing the Tuki Tuki song, right, Roxy? Come here, Roxy. Come to Daddy. Don't be so nippy. Ow! Damn, lately she's been on a terror. Look at that. Just did that. Roxy, I'm going to put you back outside in your happy house if you can't behave. That's right. I know I'm talking. You don't like it when I talk to other people because you get jealous. I know. But look what you did to Daddy. Look at that blood. Ah! Anyway, so I'm wearing my That Pedal Show Stealth D&M Drive toque hat. That's the let's see if I get the orientation right. Am I getting the orientation? No, I'm going the wrong way. Nerd Effect. That's right. That's the official pin from the Dan and Mick That Pedal Show in England, somewhere out there in England land. So I had a few things to discuss. Let me see if there's anyone in the chat yet. I'm going to pull up my phone because I'm going to watch the chat by the phone here. I'm wondering, yeah, there's some people in here. Cool. Martin, hey, thanks for staying up, dude. No, it's not that late there, or is it? Actually, it is, right? Because you're like 9 hours. So it's 1 a.m., isn't it? In Austria. God, look at it. Look, I'm totally bleeding. That's what Roxy just did to me. Maybe she was mad that I had her out in the happy hut all day and it's been raining. Hey, Dwight. Who else is here? We got Dwight. Yeah, it was, let's see. Yeah, so we're going to do a 1 hour stream. So we're not going to go into Ben Coons' show that he starts at 5. So I realize that he does his community hang on Sundays, and then he does his interview show on Mondays. I guess that's the Canucks with Guitar show on Mondays. So Sundays is a community hang. And I thought I'd do a 1 hour live stream on Mondays right before his show. So that's kind of what one of my plans for this year was, to get back to doing a weekly live stream like I had done in the past. And I had to put a lot of this stuff on hold, you guys, because of my dad's health, of course, and helping out with him. It's not getting better. If any of you know, my dad's been diagnosed with kidney cancer, and it's one of his kidneys completely became a big lump of basically a mass. It hasn't spread anywhere else, but it is affecting his health, and he is diabetic. So operating would have put him directly into stage 4 diabetic, requiring a lot more care. and they decided not to operate at his age. It would have been risky anyway at 86. So we're really glad that he made it to this Christmas and to his birthday, which was on the 29th. And so I'm really appreciative of all the kind comments and words from everyone in the community. Obviously, I did a little music therapy thing with him. I have a piano there set up for him, and he really enjoys that. I wish I could see him more often to actually play music that he knows and enjoys, but you know, he enjoys a lot of the stuff that's on that thing that you can just push the button and it'll automatically play. But yeah, he's getting pretty bad. And when I saw him over the weekend on Saturday, I went with my wife to go visit him, and he was not wanting to get out of bed. He wasn't feeling good. So my wife hasn't seen him. He hasn't seen my wife in a while. So anyway, c'est la vie, c'est la guerre, c'est la mort. As if I knew French. Je m'appelle Laszlo Lendiel. That's all I can tell you. So let's see what else is going on in the chat. So no one else is chatting yet. Let's see. We got 6 watching. Oh yeah, we've got JJ. JJ, dude, send me your address, please. I want to send you your guitar hanger thing. You won separately a guitar hanger, a string swing, and one of those things. So the green one that I made for you. So that's the company that I started a few years ago that I shut down. I should have put CEO Biatches under my name there. It was kind of a joke, but you know, obviously it was a one-man operation. That location is no longer valid, so I'm not worried about it. But there's my phone number if you really want it. That was silly of me to show. Now I'm going to get calls. But if you call me to have you build one of those for you, I will make one for you. But JJ and Johnny Bean are going to be 2 of the first people to get one. I'm making one for Phil McKnight too, out of some leather. Where's that leather? Here it is. Let me go get the leather. I got to show you guys this. Maybe you're going to change your mind, JJ. You're going to want leather now. So I've got this hide of leather. It's like this really nice tan color, right? An entire hide, and I think I can probably get 2 out of it. 2 of those Soundtrap Designs, STDs. Musicians want guitar hangers. So I'm trying to get used to the camera angle here. So I got this Logitech streaming cam, and I'm using its built-in mic. You know, let me know what you guys think of the quality there. Eventually, I'm going to hook this up. Let me show this to you. So obviously, I've had big plans for years to get the studio set up the way I want it to be, but I got myself one of these Fandangles here. Microphone boom thing. So I'm going to clamp it to the table here and have a microphone hooked up to it. And I have a bunch of studio quality mics, some that are broadcasting mics as well. So they'll do fine. I got some Russian ones that my brother got given to him. And what else can I talk about? I was reading this. So this was the December issue. This was before he died. This issue came out, and I bought a couple, and I have one. I was just reading a really interesting article in here about Rano, as he is known. Yes, Mick Ronson. So I'm a huge Bowie fan, and I'm a huge fan of Mick Ronson's style of playing. You know, he was very avant-garde in his style, and I dig that in his sound. He did that cock-wah thing that, you know, many people didn't know how he was getting that sound unless they discovered it themselves. And then I didn't know that Randy Rhoads, from reading this article, that Randy Rhoads copied his look. Do you see this resemblance there with the bleach blonde hair and the kind of woke up in the morning kind of blow-dry style? And with that Les Paul, you know? I mean, if you didn't know that was Ronson, you'd think it was Randy Rhoads, right? Without the bow tie. So Randy kind of copied his style a little bit from what I understand in that article. I thought that was a cool little bit of info in there. And then there are some things about Eddie in there, of course, but that was prior to his you know, health and untimely death, I guess. For most of us, it seemed untimely. So I'm using my 10-year-old ready to explode laptop. I'll send you a PO box. Okay, yeah, to Mozambique. I still own one. No, no, I still have one green. What? What are you talking about here, JJ? Okay, I gotta read this. So happy birthday to him. Mine was just the day before. Okay. Oh, cool. Did you not see the address I sent in the reply to the last video? Okay, I gotta look into the video comments. All right, I'll look there. You sent the P.O. box to Mozambique, dude. I already sent that Mozambique article out, so that one's already on its way to Mozambique, believe it or not. But yeah, if you really want it, I was thinking about saying I want to catalog all of my guitars to serial numbers. Wanted to see, use it as a backdrop. That's a cool idea. So you know what's cool about these hangers I make, dude, is that they actually work as an acoustical tile too. So if you take your guitars off and put them in cases, because we're in earthquake country like I often do, I'll leave them up sometimes, but I'll take them down and put them in cases. All my cases are in my closet right over there, because earthquakes, you know. And it would be a real drag if I lost all my guitars all at one time. But yeah, the bottom line is that when you have the guitar off of the guitar hanger there, it works as an acoustical tile on your wall for when you're recording, you know. And so in my room here, it's not a big room, but it's big enough to where I don't want a lot of reverberation. I'm going to start doing some more recording and production in here. I want to get a kit. I want to get a little drum kit, an electronic drum kit in here. So I need to get some bass traps set up in here. And the only other thing I want to get in here is some lighting that's better than what I have right now. Because right now what I have, you won't believe what it is. Basically a reading light that's like a torch light, torchier or whatever, where you have the one on the top and the one on the bottom. You just click it. And I have some fabric over some the lights that are kind of like a whitish beigey color. Just so that, you know, the coloration is okay. But I want to get like something better that I can adjust the coloration on and get better quality. But this camera is pretty cool, right? It gives that kind of little bit of a washed out, faded out, or whatever you call that, kind of out of focus look behind, kind of like some high DSLR cameras. And might as well let you in on the other secrets. I bought a bunch of these webcams. And I'm planning to get myself one of those ATEM Minis or the ATEM Mini Pro. I haven't really decided on if I want to pull the trigger on the Pro or not, but it seems like it makes the most sense for what I want to do, which is, you know, eventually do some demos and stuff. And what I could use these for is they will work as, you know, live action too. And it's 1080p as well. The color may be not super great, but you know, I'll find out. But they're only 15 frames per second rather than like 30 frames. Like this one's at least 30 frames, I think, which gives you a lot better quality for live streaming. But what I'm hoping to do is try to set up my operation in here for doing demos and sound and musical kind of like videos, doing it live rather than having to record like on a DSLR and then edit, because I think the editing is going to eat up so much of my free time. I'm not going to have time to actually do music, which is really why I have this room. And I have this channel partly to demonstrate that. And so I'm hoping to demonstrate an easier way to maybe do this kind of a thing if you want to invest in it. And it's really just for everybody out there. I'm just hoping everyone out there enjoys, you know, this content and enjoys this channel. So, and enjoys, you know, the music that I'll be doing and hopefully doing with other people. And then outside of that, yeah, you know, New Year's resolutions. I don't know what you guys have as New Year's resolutions, but for me this year, I definitely want to play more, and I want to get through memorizing and understanding the fretboard the same way I understand the keyboard on the piano. And that would really help me in a lot of the music that I want to create, and rather than fumbling around and finding my way. Sometimes that you know will add up to magical moments. You'll find things and create things that you may not have found or created if you were just doing it, you know, by what you know theory-wise. So I don't want theory to become any kind of a hindrance to my, you know, music creation. I don't think it will. I think it'll just be an additional tool. But I purchased a few different, you know, lesson plans, and I'm going to start going through them. I did buy the Tyler Larson one when it was on sale. I did buy the Robert Baker one. I bought the slide guitar one from RJ Ronquillo, and I also bought the Beato book. I haven't done the ear training thing because I have a pretty good ear, but I'd like to get down to where I really know the names of all the like chords and progressions and modes and everything like he knows it. I mean, that might take years, but I'm thinking about doing the ear training thing too if he does another big sale on that at some point. So those are my plans for the year, and I actually did a video, I think in August, or when was it, where I was mapping out my studio plans here. Part of which is to make use of this. So I don't know if you guys are using any of these for your power, but I got this a while ago, and I still haven't set it up because I haven't finished building my board that I started to modify. And that's over here somewhere. Yeah, it's over there, but under some stuff. So that's another thing that I'm planning to do. And I might actually buy another one of these so I can just have it, you know, here on the table, on the desk for doing, you know, demos and stuff. So for example, I recently bought this pedal from Mary Spender. She was selling some of her gear. And she obviously probably received this from Fender when she did one of their, you know, demo things. And she signed it. And I'm a big fan of hers because I think it's really cool what she's doing, you know, trying to become a singer-songwriter on her own, you know, and doing it all on YouTube and showing us kind of how to do it along the way. And not that I'll ever get as famous as she's starting to work her way up in her career. But I still have ambitions of putting music out there that maybe someday someone will pay money for. Who knows? We'll see. But at the very least, I'm going to share it with you guys. So I want to share music with all of you. So let's go back to the chat and see who else. Anyone? Oh, it's just JJ writing a bunch. She has bought some elixirs at guitarists, and you cannot get the polywebs anywhere. Yeah, I heard about that. Polywebs are just, they're not able to get the chemical that they need to make that right now because of something. So you're going to nano webs. Okay. I've been using the NYXLs, which may be good or bad depending on your frets. I hear that they will wear your frets down a little bit more. I think there's another good one out there that's available called M strings, I think. Let me see if I have that box here. Yeah, got my box of strings. So this is what I'm using on most of my Strat style guitars, and then I'll use the D'Addario 10 to 46s on my, you know, 24 3/4 scale guitars, or, you know, the Gretches and stuff. I still use these blue steels. I like them. 9 to 46, so they're a hybrid, not 9 to 42. And I think they last pretty long too. And then where's that M steel? So yeah, Ernie Ball Slinky M steel. So apparently these are really clean in the high end and the low end. So I haven't put these on anything yet because they're 10 to 46. I might put these on the V when I break a string. I don't play enough. That's the thing that I really want to change. Hey, Johnny Bean, what's happening? Rick Hefner, or Hefner. I think it's Hefner, right? Like the Hef. Dwight Bailey's here again too. So what's going on, you all? So tell me what you guys think about this time slot. I'm going to try to do the Monday from 4 to 5, right before Ben Coombs's show. And usually I don't always schedule my Mondays super heavy when I'm working for myself. So I'm going to try to keep this 4 p.m. time slot, which is not easy. You know, a lot of the guys on the East Coast, they've got it easy because, see, they come home, they have dinner, they have their family time, and then at 9 p.m. they start their shows, or at 8 p.m. they start their shows, and that's 5 o'clock for us, right? 5 or 6 o'clock for us. I mean, they can start a show at 10 p.m., and it's just 7 p.m. for us. So a lot of us West Coasters, we're all like, you know, yeah, we'll jump on a show that starts at 5, 6, or 7, or 8, or whatever, or 9. So, but if you're a West Coaster like me and Johnny Bean and JJ here, to start a show at 4 means you got to be home by 3. So you got to make sure your day is set up so that you don't have so much going on. And there is Bay Area traffic even right now during COVID. So if you're smart enough to you know, get out of whatever you're doing on a Monday and get home by 3 so you can set up and get ready for your show, 4 o'clock is doable. So I'm going to see how it works. So, but yeah, JJ, if you really want that, man, tell me, because otherwise I'm gonna, not the purple one, but the green one. And same thing with you, Johnny. Here, I'll show you guys. I got all the parts. And yeah, every time I plan to build those things, something happens. So I'm gonna get it done this week or this weekend at the latest. But here's your materials, guys. So just waiting for me to get my shit together. And I'm using the string swings from now on. So from now on, the ones I have up there are fret rest, and I have a couple of the oh, what are they called? This is the Hercules. Yeah, I have the Hercules ones too. Oh, by the way, that one right there, I put that there to tease Poo Ninja because he wants that so bad. Whatever time you want to be on, you should do it every time at the same time. Yeah, that's the thing. And during the last year or so, Johnny, I was trying to figure out what schedule works for me, what schedule works for other people, and how am I not overlapping another channel that I like. So, for example, I chose Thursdays at one point because no one was doing one at 4. And then Sean Pierce Johnson jumped on at 4. Then Guitar Hack jumped on and started to do one at 4. I'm like, okay, now a bunch of my favorite dudes are doing it at the same time I'm doing it. So I'm putting it out there. I'm going to do it at 4 o'clock on Mondays. And hell or high water, I'm keeping to it. And let's see what happens, right? And then I might do some other videos that I'm just going to throw up whenever that I'll record in here. And we'll see what kind of traction those get. But, you know, it's all for fun, really. Well, yeah, Martin, it's hard. See, that's why I wanted to do a morning one on Saturdays. And I was thinking about maybe Saturday before Pete Thorne goes on. Maybe I'll do a 10 a.m. Saturday, right? As long as I'm not working, because sometimes I'll work on a Saturday. Or is it Sundays that he does his show? Yeah, Sundays. So Sunday. So if I do a Sunday 10 a.m. show, I'd have to stick to it. But it would be tough because my wife and I like to go hiking, and we often like to go hiking first thing in the morning. So you got to sacrifice something, right? So anyway, so that's the idea. So some of you guys saw this on the Ben Coons show. So I do also like to play drums. I'm not a trained anything musically, but I can play drums pretty good. I think JJ heard me play some drums, right, JJ? At your place last night? Come here, Roxy. My little Roxy. You heard me playing the drums and you want to play the drums too, right? Yes. You like that? I don't think she likes it. That's why her feathers are all ruffled up. She's like, but I got her attention. Came off of the computer. She likes to go to the computer because the little vents are warm. So I'm wearing my toque. Apparently, this is called a toque in Canada. It's got to have the ball to be an official toque. So what else can I show you guys? So yeah, I wanted to show you guys this. Check this out, Johnny. Look at this stripe meanie. So I don't know where my brother Andy, or I should call him Drew, got this. Roxy, don't step on my phone. But this was one of the first guitars that he ever had. He got this back in like the 80s or whatever. It's super thin. It's probably made of particle board or something. I mean, it is a bolt-on. There's no name on it anywhere. Yeah. No name on it anywhere. And he actually, you know, started to learn to play on this thing. Look at how bad the neck is set. Oops. You can see that the low E is just about to fall off. Ooh, that's the high E. The low E is just about to fall off the edge here, but the high E is like way inside. So the neck is way out of kilter with you know, see what I mean? See that? See right here? See how far in this one is, and then this one's like falling off. So he actually sold this along with a DOD like multi-effects pedal and this amp to my friend's son Nick, who he's my friend now too, Nick. Along with this, some of you might recognize this as something back in the 80s and 90s as a go-to beginner practice amp. Yep. And so my friend Heather, the mom of Nicholas, there's that, see that, I can't point the right way. See that Telecaster there? I won that Telecaster at Dublin Guitar Center at their grand opening because I took him there to buy like a Squire for him so he'd have something better to practice on than that thing, right? And, you know, through that PV amp, that Squire sounded a lot better, but then he ended up going to bass. So, hey, Rick Kipner's got a question. Looks like one of those carnival guitar prices. Yeah, you might be right, dude. You might be right. Marsman, dude, you can fix that. Yeah, I'm thinking about trying to fix that too. I think it's basically just shifting the neck over where the screws are in the, yeah. I'll mess with that. I think I might be able to fix it. But I wanted to give it back to my brother Andrew because he asked about it. Andrew, I should call him Drew. My brother Drew, I always call him Andy, but why I call him Andrew on the show, I don't know. It's like he's my little brother, but I don't want to call him like a little brother name like Andy. So I call him Andrew because it sounds more serious. But I should call him Drew because he would prefer that. So Drew would really like to have that back. Hey, Rising Havoc, what's up, dude? So who else is in here? Lonnie. Oh, Lonnie, dude, you're new, right? I don't think I've met you before, so Lonnie could be a woman or a man. I'm going to assume it's a girl because it's got an IE. Zamaripa. Am I saying that right? What's happening? Welcome to the channel here, to Music Therapy Laz channel. And yeah, so this guitar is apparently playable, and I'm going to make sure that it's kind of playable before I give it to Drew, my brother. Set it up now that I've learned a few skills, basically watching all you guys do all this stuff, you know, mostly Phil McKnight. and then of course Scar, my guitar, Sean and them, they rock. But prior to all this talk about that, I was talking about the drums, and one of the things I really, oh, here comes Roxy. Come here, Roxy. I know how to get her now. Let's get her into the shot. Just play the sticks. So I love playing the drums, and I miss that. I miss going to jam nights and playing. So I don't know how many of you guys like jam out or play with other people, but man, I'm like jonesing for a little of that. I was even playing the keyboards on Ben Coombs' show last night because I don't call him Combs, by the way, Johnny Bean. I call him Ben Coombs because that's how you pronounce it. It's 2 O's. I know you guys are probably doing that on purpose. But Ben Coombs, yeah, I was playing a little keyboard stuff on the show last night just because, you know, I'm dying to play the music with some other people. So I have a lot of fun stuff that I plan to do in here, like, you know, setting up these once I get like some kind of a camera controller. And then I thought you guys might enjoy seeing this if you hadn't seen this in previous videos. So I bought this. And, you know, I might have made a mistake. Should have probably bought the Spark amp because I hear that the Spark amp does some similar kind of things where it'll bring up like a backing track according to whatever you're playing, which is actually better than this. But this you can actually, you know, it's got like several parts, 5 parts, I think 6 parts. So yeah, 5 parts that you can sequence with the looper that's built in. And I had a lot of fun with the other one, which, by the way, if you're ever going to be around Mr. 2019 Chaos, you've emailed me, but you've never sent me your address. So how am I supposed to send this to you? You and Jay, you guys are like in the same club. Don't want to give out your information. So if you want this free pedal that's worth about $150, maybe I have to give you a deadline. I'm going to email you a deadline. Say, dude, if you don't send me your address by the end of January, I'm going to give that away to somebody else when we hit 400 subs. So let's see what else is going on. Reading the chat here, so using my phone for the chat. So let's see. Great Manzini's in the house. What's up? Oh, I have one. Please do a vid and show me how to do it. Which one are you talking about? Are you talking to somebody else, Dwight? To Dwight, Great Manzini? Let's see. I can't follow all this stuff. I don't even have a moderator in here. Oh, I do. I have Dwight Bailey as my moderator, dude. Thank you for moderating my channel. Not that I need it moderated, really. I've very rarely ever had any issues. And one time there was a guy who came on. I wasn't gonna get rid of him, but you know, Jeff of Metalhead Hippie, he got rid of him because he was kind of hogging the chat a little bit, kind of like how Venus Pinkle does. But I'm not that touchy about that kind of thing. Anyway, so what? Dan in New Jersey, drum machines are cool. So let me show you this. So drum machines are cool, and I've used some of the very earliest drum machines in the past. But I got this. I got this super sale. I got this for 99 bucks, and it's brand spanking new. Akai Professional. So MPD. So this is one of these like drum pad sequencers. Now, I know that these are known for having really crappy pads for doing the beats. And of course, you can do it easy way with Superior Drummer and all these other like, you know, drum sequencing softwares that have beats all put together. But I like to put together my own stuff. So this gives you a lot of MIDI control and flexibility too for how you want to set it up. All these knobs. So I can use some of this as a controller for my DAW even. So I have some plans to use it for that. But some of these are sought after by, you know, early 2000s, you know, type of beat dudes, like people that do rap or other kinds of stuff, because it's a lot of fun to put your own beats together that way. A lot easier than like on a Beat Buddy or something like that. So I'm planning to use that through, you know, some of the softwares that I have that are going to run through the DAW. And then I do want to get a kit because I actually like to play physically the drums. And even though it's not going to be a real kit, I'm saving up for a decent like Roland V-drum type kit. And I want to get a double bass one because, of course, I want to do some metal kind of stuff. So, you know, the decent triggers and all that, they're not cheap, right? So if you're going to buy something, a lot of the guitars I have, I don't have super expensive guitars, but a lot of the guitars I do like spend like real money on that I would like rely on as a really good guitar. I'm willing to spend, you know, $1,000 on a guitar or $1,500 on a guitar because I want quality. I want something that will hold up and I don't have to worry about too much, you know. So I think that's the same with a lot of the other equipment. I buy Roland for keyboards for the most part. Not that Korg or Yamaha aren't good, you know, but I just like what you get for the money out of Roland. You get a lot. So I always appreciated Roland's. So the keyboard I was playing on Johnny Bean's Halloween costume contest show was a Roland, and I have it in the closet over there. I was playing that yesterday. Really easy to set up, plug in, and it's got everything on it. But I could not find that Mr. Crowley tone. So I didn't play the Mr. Crowley theme or the song I wanted to play. So what else is going on in the chat? Oh, see you later, Martin. Have a good one, buddy. Hope you get your package soon. I know it's going to take a while to get to Austria. The guy in Mozambique, I don't know how long that's going to take to get to him, but I actually sent him a string swing to Mozambique. So what else is going on? So the trio, okay. So yeah, I'll do a video on that. So what I might do is before I send this out now, I guess, I can do heads up. So I can head to head. What makes this one better than this one? And why should you buy this over this? So I got this. I don't know if they're still doing the sale, but if you really want a Trio Plus, you can get them for about $210 free shipping from, I think it was Pro Audio Star. Could be wrong, but it was one of those. But I shop all around, so I'll use different, you know, I'll buy locally if I can. So I've bought plenty of pedals locally. I got this on Amazon because they had like a special deal on Black Friday for Amazon like purchases. So I got my Phase 90 EVH pedal on Amazon, and then I got this at a good deal too because, you know, I looked them up, and Mary Spender, you know, very lightly used this, and she signed it, and got it for $150, I think, from her with shipping included. What else did I get during the Christmas holiday? So some of you guys may know the story about this pedal. Oops, upside down. So this, the Jimi Hendrix Experience pedal. This pedal, let's see, message, help, or review, rising hammer. I will show that. So this pedal actually came to me via my cousin Art because it was not working. Somebody stomped on it and broke it or something in the studio. And so I was going to try to fix it or try to figure out how to fix it. Thing is one day I decided to mess around with it, and I pull up on the pedal trying to see if, what's going on with it, and I broke it. I just pulled up. I pulled up on it pretty, abruptly, but I broke the metal. I was shocked. This like cast steel metal stuff broke. So, and it seems like it's a pretty cool pedal. It's got like, all these different Jimi Hendrix settings that you can get. So now I have this one, and now I have one that I bought for $140 online, and it's practically brand new. It's almost better condition than that one. I got it for $140, and they're selling for around, around $300 for the ones that are in my mind excellent condition like this one. So I'm going to take this one apart and see what's in it that this one doesn't have, and see if I could fix it. Otherwise, I'm going to talk to someone like Lawrence Petros and see if he can help me out. Like he has time for this kind of stuff. But yeah. Oh, and if you guys didn't catch yesterday's show, we're 30 minutes in right now. Yesterday's show on Ben Coombs's Hang. I was hanging out with him, and yeah, it was a really fun show. And I think it was Tone King. Yeah, Tone King came in. So Lewis came in, and he made a comment about Roxy, because when he saw Roxy, let's bring Roxy back in. Roxy. Come, Roxy. Come. This is the Roxy collar. Here she comes. Oh, she's biting though. Okay. You can bite the sticks, Roxy. There you go. So when he saw Roxy, he's like, what is that? I thought that was a green pickle or something, like a green pickle. So then somehow the joke just started running off from there, where Roxy's like a green flying pickle. And so now Roxy the green flying pickle might become a pedal that Lawrence Petros creates. So he might create the flying pickle. He said that the next pedal that he designs is going to be called the flying pickle. So I don't know if it's going to be a fuzz or a variation on like a swollen pickle or whatever, by way huge this does, but I was suggesting maybe make a flanger, because I don't think he has a flanger. He's just starting to do some of the modulation effects like chorus and delay, and I don't think he does a phaser or a flanger yet. So I'm hoping that he'll do a flanger, because I don't have a flanger. I want a flanger. I have one in the HX Stomp. So there's a variety of flanger effects in the HX Stomp, but like a standalone. Come on, Roxy. You can get it. Get that stick. That's what she gets. I'm teasing her because she bit me right here, and I don't know if you can see where that little bite, that little hole is on my finger right here. Yeah, she bit me, and I was bleeding earlier at the beginning of the show. Roxy, relax, my little one. Come here. Come to Daddy over here. You want to come in my hood? If I put on my hood, she might go into my hood, but I have to take this off. Ugh. Come, Roxy. Come, my little one. Come. She might enjoy hanging out back there. Let's see. She likes to go where it's warm. That's why she's going to the keyboard. Nope, she's coming out. Roxy. Say hi to all the people. So yeah. So the next iteration of a pedal by Lawrence Petros, LPD pedals, apparently is going to be a flying pickle. No, I haven't tried to fix it yet in Blackjack Guitarna, because the last time I tried to fix it, I broke the thing in half. So you saw that, right? So I'll when I get to it, I have more important things. I gotta get Johnny Beans and JJ's guitar hanger thing done first, and so that's not a priority. But yeah, other priorities. Ben Coombs is going live in 30 minutes. Yes, I know. Yeah, made in China, probably. You're right, dude. Yeah, that kind of like pop metal kind of stuff is probably not high quality. Why do face pedals not have a level control? I don't know, Rick. Maybe they should. They should have a blend, and maybe they just call it something else. I don't know. I mean, all good pedals ought to have some kind of a control that controls how much of the effect is going out of it, right? But not all do. I mean, this thing has one knob on it, and it just controls the speed, and that's all you get, right? So you get what you pay for, you get what they make. So what else are you guys talking about? So anyone else have any New Year's resolutions or any ideas of what you'd like to see come out of this year and out of YouTube and maybe out of this channel or whatnot? Yeah, I got the little wah-wah, the mini crybaby, and I love that little mini crybaby wah. It's a nice wah because you can adjust the settings to vintage to modern. It's got a little dip switch inside you can do that with, so it's a great pedal. And I like that it's small, even though if I was a pro, like on a big stage, I'd probably want a bigger one that I could really feel well, This one's going to be fun, this Jimi Hendrix thing. Once I fix it, I'm going to keep the broken one for myself, obviously. So that's the idea. And I've got some other pedals, like I've got some volume pedals and some controller pedals that I was a little disappointed in one of them. So which one was it that I didn't like? So this one, this volume pedal doesn't have a great like arc. You know what I mean? When you're like stepping on it, it's like you're halfway down or more before it engages, and you're like wondering, okay, where is it going to start engaging? And then it barely goes anywhere. It has like another. It'll go like to here, and then it'll start engaging, and so then you only have this much. It's like, why doesn't it give you that whole sweep? Well, apparently there's some rubber thing in there that if you open it up and cut it and shave it or whatever, it'll allow you to get that more full sweep. So I'll probably do that to that pedal. Anyway, what else? So what else you guys got? The Flying Pickle. There she is. The Flying Pickle pedal. It's probably going to be a green colored pedal, or would it be like a different color with a green like Roxy on it? It's got to have like a pickle that's got wings that's flying maybe, and I don't know how that's going to translate to a flanger or a phaser, but it just sounds like a flange to me, flanging. I don't know why. Sounds more like a flying thing, something that flies. It flanges. It's kind of, I don't know. That might be crazy. Yeah, she doesn't like the sticks, and like if I crumple plastic, she really doesn't like that either. I think she's against all things that are bad for the environment, like plastic. She's over there like trying to attack it right now. Come back, Roxy. I put it away. It's gone. It's gone. It's okay, sweetie. Come here. I know you don't like plastic. Plastic is evil. I know, but what about these sticks? Come. At least I know how to get her attention now, though. Here, step up on there. See? It's just like in your cage, your little house. You got like little sticks. I should have probably asked if anyone wanted to join the chat. I've never done that on this show before. I don't know if anyone would be interested. Johnny's probably already gone. Great Banzini. I don't know if you're still here. So, yeah, I'll do some demos on the Trio. That's probably going to be one of my first ones because I'd like to do it honest, like right from out of the box, right from the get-go. Let's see how easy this thing is to work. And this one was pretty simple, But then when you're trying to loop it with a looper and trying to use a looper in it, became very difficult. This one, of course, is really sophisticated. I was watching Henning Pauly's in-depth review of this. That's like 3 hours long. And he goes in depth. It's maybe not that long, but it's pretty freaking long. So I might watch that again before I start messing with it, or maybe I don't know. So what else is happening in the chat? I haven't done a live stream, just me and Roxy, in a little while. Come here, Roxy. Get away from the plastic stuff. Come to daddy. Come to daddy. There you go. Yeah. She might just want to bite things. She's in a bitey mood lately. And that's because we adjusted her sleeping and life habits. Lately she's been laying eggs, and she hasn't in the last week, and that's when we started to cut her hours. So we're putting her to sleep like at 6 p.m. and getting her up at like 8:30, 9 a.m. depending on when I gotta leave. And it stopped her from laying more eggs, which is good. Hey Paul, what's up, dude? Right on rehearsal break. Dude, I envy you. I'd rather be on rehearsal break. So I ended my work earlier today so I can do this, and I'm going to start doing this Mondays from 4 to 5 p.m. I'm going to ditch right at 5 o'clock. I know Ben Coons is going to come on, and we can Roxy raid into Ben Coons' show. That would be cool. Don't listen to that last guy, Roxy. Yeah, don't listen to me. I don't know what I'm talking about. So Paul, did you ever check out one of those Fender Parallel Universe guitars? What's that thing called? The Meteora, the one that I was doing a demo on. I did a couple in-store demos of that guitar. Did you ever get a chance to check one of those out? I'm still kind of digging those, man. I'd like to get one. I thought it was a cool guitar. I dig it. It's not that it hurts her laying eggs, but if they become chronic, like it's a chronic behavior of hers, then she's going to lose calcium in her bones and stuff. And I try to keep her, well fed and all that other stuff. But they say it's not, if you want them to live a long, healthy life, you should try to control their behavior or control their life to where they'll be not so super happy that they're laying eggs all the time, but happy enough. So you don't want to stress them. You want to stress them in a healthy enough way, and you don't want to give her, too many reasons to want to be laying eggs. So we'll see if this controlling her sleep time is going to do it. We're just going to keep her in perpetual winter. And hopefully she doesn't become depressed. But she has become more bitey lately, so I don't know if that's kind of the hormones changing or if it's, her just her overall attitude. But we miss her, man. I got to tell you, we miss like having her around at night when we're watching TV and cuddling with her and petting her and stuff. But they say it's not good to do that. So and if we had more birds and they can hang out with each other, that might be a better thing. So let's see what else you guys are writing here. You want the Double Trouble version of that Fender brand. I'm not sure what that means. The Double Trouble version. There's an interesting custom guitar maker out here in the Bay Area that sells through, God, what's that shop? That's one of my favorite shops in the city. It's like this little museum of stuff. Star Guitars? No, it's not Star Guitars. That's in Santa Rosa. Oh, God. This is what happens when you're over 50, man. Your brain just doesn't want to go to what you're thinking. It'll come to me. Real Guitars. All right. Anyway, Real Guitars has a brand that's sold there by a local maker that's called Ferdin. And the scroll lettering and everything, and he does Fender style guitars, but he does things that Fender would never make because it would be like, oh, we can't make a Telecaster Strat with a blah 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 neck or whatever. So he'll do like the most crazy things, but really high quality. I mean, I've played some. They're like Fernandez or whatever. They're really good quality, right? But they're called Ferdin, and they're like complete like knockoffs. So he's got one that's called the it's not the Telecaster Strat. It's not a no-caster, but it's something like that. So it's like some funny name that he came up with, that is making fun of in a way of Fender, but not. So he loves Fender, but he obviously is doing his own kind of funny spiel on it. So Ferdin, look it up, Ferden. the R and the N, you know, it's not that much difference. So it's freaking hilarious. So parallel, can't spell it. LOL. Parallel. So yeah, man, the parallel. So that's another thing. I should show you guys this. So this is actually one of these alternate universe, parallel universe, whatever guitars. This black top Strat. So I wanted what they used to make in the 90s and 80s. I think in the 90s, they made the Big Apple Strat. And that was another like PAF style double humbucker guitar, right? Strat. And this is a made in Mexico, some, you know, decent Strat. It, you know, it's not bad. It's got a pretty good sized block in there. It's not like a thin block. And these pickups sound pretty good. I can't remember. I think they're either Alnico 4 or 2. I can't recall which one it is. I get confused. But it has Pau Ferro neck, which is really stunning looking. Does that look great? I mean, it's a great looking neck. And of course, you know, it's got the, you know, dipped in lacquer kind of, or dipped in poly kind of neck. So but it's a nice soft C-shaped neck. It's not compound or nothing. It's, you know, it's your standard C-shaped Strat neck. But it's a really nice feeling neck. But I do want to, you know, kind of take this down with some steel wool or whatever. And it's in great shape. I've got some locking tuners. I put on some Fender locking tuners on here. And it's got the 6-screw, you know, which are great. You know, I have it decked. It's just basically flat on there. And it's called a black top Strat because they use the black top hat style knobs like you'd see on a, you know, silver face or black face Fender amp. 5-way switching, so you actually do get, you know, you don't get the neck split to the humbucker, which would be cool, but you do get, you know, the in-betweens, right? So split, you got the full neck, then you got the split neck, then you got the middle, you got the two together, then you got, and I guess there's different ways maybe to wire this up, and that would be kind of cool to see if you can wire it up, you know, with a switch to maybe do like the David Gilmour neck only always switch or something, you know, 7-position kind of thing. But and I got strap locks on it. But that's the guitar I'm planning to put the Vinum pickups in. I don't know where I put those away. I think I put them away in a box because I didn't want them to get hurt sitting in this mess of crap that I have in front of me here. But the Vinum pickups I got from the Johnny Bean show that I won. Well, Roxy won them. She wore that costume. Do you see that? She's gonna fly away when she sees this thing. But oops, keep thinking the camera's at the laptop because I got so used to that. So the Barba Papa, Wilford Brimley, Gene Simmons costume that I put Roxy on, put her into it, and she won me a pair of those really nice Vinum pickups. So I'm going to put them. I ordered the double cream ones, which I think are going to look killer against the mint green pick guard here, right? So I like that PF thing, but you see what low quality those are. I mean, they're already corroding, and that guitar is only like 4 or 5 years old. It's 2014 model, I think. So yeah, maybe that is how she shows affection. She bites me. No, she'll get all cozy with me, but yeah, she does get jealous. So maybe you're right that her affection, she gets jealous. Come on, Roxy, don't fall asleep. I feel bad for doing that. Stay right here, Roxy. There you go. Stay with her. You can play the drums. That's right. Chill out over here with Papa Laz. So what else is going on in the chat? I have my own brand, Leonard. My first prototype is stuck in the post office in China near Wuhan. Well, you might be waiting a while for those, Paul. Actually, I heard that they've got things rolling back. You know, things are getting back to normal over there in Wuhan. So maybe that's a good sign for us here in America. How old is Roxy? Oh, good question, Blackjack Guitar Nut. So Roxy is going to be 2 years old this June. We bought her from someone who, raises them about 6 weeks in the middle of July. So maybe near the end of July. So she was 6 weeks old when we got her. She might have been born around my birthday, which is in the middle of June. And we got her after we came back from Peru. We fell in love with, all the stuff that we saw in the jungle, and we've been wanting to get another pet. Can't have a cat or a dog in this apartment, so until we buy a house again, we're going to be stuck here. And we got another bird. So the other bird we had was a blue Pacific parrotlet, like Roxy. And I let him escape by accident. His name was Indigo. Oh, no, bitey, Roxy. This is what you're going to get. Oh, Roxy. Good. It's okay. It's a little slippery for her. Yeah, I know, Roxy, but now I've got my tricks. I think Blackjack's name for some reason just caused it to always be like suspended. Whenever someone wants to comment using your name, they get suspended in like that land of don't mess with me. So yeah, Fruitcake, what's up? Tony, how's it going, man? Thanks for joining us. So I'm going to ditch in about 4 minutes here, you guys. Do you have any last second questions that you might have for us in the studio build here? We're still in the midst of. Oh, another thing that's slowing that down, by the way, is that I am planning to move the one storage I have upstairs into the other storage room. So the one that's full of crap, I'm going to move into the other one because the one that's full of stuff right now has a window. And I want to use that one to do like all the work on guitars and stuff that require, for example, soldering and all that. There's a window there, and I can then open the window and let it vent out and have a little fan and stuff. Have some natural light in there so I can see better. So that's why this is slowed down, that's slowed down outside of the thing with my dad and all that. It should be picking up, so I'm really looking forward to setting that up. I have Roxy, honey. She just got home. She's looking for her. I have her. All right. She's looking for her. So what else are you guys saying here in the chat? So Lonnie, thanks for joining our channel. Oh, a blue macaw. That's awesome. Yeah, so they can live pretty long, right? So Roxy, apparently, they can live to be anywhere from 15 to 30 years old is what if they're very healthy, they can live a long time. So that's why we're concerned about her health. We want her to live as long as we're still here. And we're in our 50s. So if she can make it to 80-something, that would be awesome, but I doubt it. And of course, her eggs are infertile. She's just laying, non-fertilized eggs, obviously. But we thought about, getting a boy one for her, and maybe they'll have little ones. So we'll see if we do that in the future. Hey, Adam D, what's up? What's happening, everybody? So how many got in the chat here? We've got, let me see. We've got 22, 16 likes. Thank you guys for the likes. And I have picked up a couple more subscribers, and I'm hoping the what they call the Tone King effect. I'm gonna call it that. Ooh, Roxy, did you poop on me? You did. Yeah. Right on my jeans. Anyway, I touched my jeans and I noticed some stuff. Anyway, so the Tone King effect. Hopefully we'll get some more subs out of his 100,000+ channel subscriber group of musicians and musical enthusiasts, because we're going to have a pedal built by Lawrence Petros named after Roxy. It's going to be called the Flying Pickle pedal. Not joking. Watch Ben Coombs' stream from yesterday. It went about 2 hours long with Randy Crooks. That guy's a totally cool guy. But it was mostly me and Ben talking. He was kind of kicking back because I was kind of like the main guest, I guess. And we're going to do another one. I'm going to crash NAMM live stream with Ben because I crashed NAMM 2020 because I didn't get invited. I was going to go, and then that fell apart. And so I didn't have a way in, so I went down anyway. And I'm going to meet up with my friends that I promised to meet up with. So I went down anyway, and it was great. And so I crashed NAMM. So Ben invited me to crash his NAMM show. that he's doing in a couple 3 weeks. That should be fun. So great hangout, Music Therapy Laz and Roxy. Yeah. Thanks, Dwight. Thanks for hanging out, you guys. And don't forget, it is 5 o'clock. Roxy Raid over into Ben's show. If you want to make it a little fun for him, just go like this. Roxy Raid. When you go over there, just say Roxy Raid. That'll make it fun. So I'm going to end the show right here. Let's go. Let's say goodbye, Roxy. Come here. Got my new trick on how to get Roxy. Come. Roxy, what did you poop all over the sticks? Is that what you did? Oh my God. All right, you guys, we're going to cut it. Thanks for joining us, and see you next week, Monday. Same bat time, same bat channel, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then we'll throw up some other videos in between now and then. Tell me what you guys like. If you have any ideas, any demo requests, I'm going to do the trio demo for sure. And then we'll go from there with some other ones. And until next time, don't forget, the secret to tone is in your mind. Let the feel comes from your heart. Put them together with these and rock out. See you next time. Laters. Roxy, Roxy.